who are going to be conducting tonight's info session. So what do we have ahead of us? It'll be about 45 minutes. Feel free to ask questions at any time. We'll introduce you to our steering team, talk about the concept of volunteer-led, member-driven. We'll explain how we're part of a global movement. We'll talk about membership commitment. Should you choose to join, what your commitments would be. We'll share our goals with you for our chapter. We'll talk about our past donation recipients, as well as how giving circles work, and explain the nomination process, and touch a little bit on a sponsorship. So we do have a wonderful group of women who are all volunteers. We don't have anyone paid on their staff except for one contract freelance individual who does help us with our social media. We have quite a robust social media platform on many actually platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google My Business page. And we are going to be expanding this year to also include YouTube and TikTok, and we'll see if there's any other platforms we want to move on to. But again, a really great group of women on the team, and some of these gals are just new. Some have been with us since our inception back in 2021. And there are various roles and departments, I guess, or divisions within our organization. You know, we have your typical treasurer, secretary, but we have memberships officer, we have charities vetting committee and team, we have a logistics team. We are so happy to have just brought on 2 new people who are going to be helping out with PR and community outreach and donations management. So yeah, a lot of really wonderful women. A lot of these women are self-employed and they run their own businesses. Okay, so more about volunteer-led, member-driven. So in case you've not heard of this model before, it's very simple, but very powerful. It's 100 women gather for 1-hour meetings. We call those giving circles. And at those giving circles, each woman donates $100 for a collective donation in that 1-hour meeting of $10,000. Very powerful, since the charities have to fill out a very simple application and then present for 5 minutes, and they could be walking home with $10,000 donation. Now, because our chapter, you'll hear in a few minutes, is actually more than 100 women, we're at about 148 right now. Going into our March meeting called Giving Circle, we would be donating $14,800. So as I mentioned, we do meet multiple times per year. Most chapters meet 4. Our chapter meets 3 times per year. We meet in March, in June, and in November. As I mentioned earlier, our steering team is made up of all of volunteers. These are local women who love to get involved in community and help out with local causes. 100% of our members' donation goes directly to the charity. In fact, donations are made directly to the charity on their link. And then we say it's member driven. Our members nominate the local charities. Our team vets them. And then 3 charities are chosen at random. We get to hear from these charities at our Giving Circle meetings. And then members get to vote. And the charity with the most vote receives that collective donation. So that's why we say volunteer led and member driven. So we are a part of a global movement. We are one of over 700 chapters worldwide. So 100 Who Care Alliance is also a volunteer-led group who sets out guidelines and offers a lot of amazing support. They run annual conferences that chapters can choose to go to learn and get additional resources. Now that we're a part of 100 Women Who Care, but there are many different chapters for following this model. 100 women, 100 men, 100 kids, 100 people, 100 teams, 100 businesses. It's really exciting when you get a group of like-minded people together for a cause. Just a little bit about the history. The first 100 Who Care Giving Circle took place back in 2006 when a wonderful woman named Karen Dunnigan recognized a need in her community and she mobilized her network to take action. I love telling the story about this. She was out to lunch with some friends, and some of these ladies were working at local women's shelters, and they were talking about the high occurrence of infant death. And she said, well, how is that happening? Why? And some of the social workers were commenting that children were going home without proper bedding. They didn't have cribs, and they didn't have proper sleeping arrangements. So she thought, well, surely I can get some friends together over lunch, and we can collect some money. How much do you need? And then this woman she was talking to said, oh, about 10,000. That would be great. We could buy cribs and beds and sheetings and mattress. And so that's what she did. She gathered friends together for lunch. She thought, oh, I could get maybe 10 people together, and we could each give 1,000, and ended up being she got 100 together. So, the power of numbers, and we call that the power of 100. So since then, a protocol has been developed that is followed by all chapters globally. Members nominate charities. 3 charities are chosen at random to present at the Giving Circle, and then members vote for the charity whose need resonated with them the most. Then 100% of the charity donation is given to the charity that receives the most votes. Again, this is a little bit of repeat from the last slide, but we are member driven. The members drive the nominations, the members drive the voting. Okay, so to become a part of this global movement within our chapter here in Missisauga, it's a very simple commitment. You would sign a commitment form and you would agree to the commitment of donating $100 3 times per year. $100 in March, $100 in June, $100 in November. You as a member would have the opportunity to attend our Giving Circle meetings and make nominations. If you do not attend Giving Circles, you're still obligated or committed to sending your donation to the charity that is chosen. We do offer a hybrid. I would say that most of our members do come out. We usually get about 90 to 100 people at a Giving Circle meeting. We usually have about 20 or so online participating via Zoom. And then we have, probably 25 or so who miss it entirely, but who do send their donation afterwards. We have not only a very robust social media presence, but we also are very irregular email senders. During the Giving Circle, we call cycle, we do send weekly email to keep our members updated on what's happening within our community. So again, the commitment is $300 per year, laid out March, June, November. And this is a great model for anyone who's stretched for time. For those people who don't have time to go and volunteer hours every week or every month, or those people who are really stretched for time, who want to give back, or for those people who want to give back, but they're not sure who to give back to. This is a great opportunity and a great model to use. Every year, I should change that. Every year we have, sorry, I'm just making an adjustment here. Every year we have a goal. That goal is to that goal is to make collective donations equaling $30,000. And we break that down to our 3 Giving Circle months, March, June, and November. So 10, 10, and 10. We typically, because we've been over the 100 member mark for quite some time, our donations are typically, they've been ranging to the 14 to 15,000 for the last couple of years. So we have been donating more than 30,000 per year. Sometimes these years is getting closer to the 45 mark. And proudly, I'd like to say that collectively, our chapter of 100 Women Who Care Missisauga has collectively donated $170,027. I said 175,000 here, plus there's $27 missing from that number. All right. We always like to share our most recent recipient in these info sessions. And our most recent recipient was the November 2025 recipient, Every Mind Mental Health Services. We donated $15,000 to Every Mind, and they used that money to help with their youth and young adults program, to help them expand capacity, to help them reduce wait times and remove barriers to care, ensuring that more youth receive support. We received, when was it, Lindsay? Maybe December. We received a letter from Everymind sharing a little bit about the impact that our donation has made so far. All of the information that we do receive from the charities that we work with, we do share that by email to our membership, but we also post it on our website. So that particular letter from Every Mind can be found in our blog section and in our gallery section on our website. Okay, blank slide. All right, next one. So we have been in existence since June of, well, actually, we started in our chapter in March of 2021 with our official launch in April of 2021. So we will be having an anniversary party coming up in April. It will be celebrating 5 years. But our first charity that we nominated to was the Dam. It is a youth mentoring center, really great drop-in youth center. And then you can see Every Mind, actually, we donated to them back in December of 2021 as well. Heart House Hospice, who is now Missisauga Hospice, the Campus Food Bank, Vita Center, Embrave, Agency to End Violence, Lady Ballers Camp, Arma House, EFRI, SIPA, food banks, Missisauga food banks, start to finish options, and Every Mind. So we've had a steady, like I said, for 2 years now, between 14,000 and 15,000 in collective donation per cycle. So sometimes you think, what difference does it make? It's only $100. How can that help? Well, collectively, together, $15,000 for a 1 hour meeting is a fabulous opportunity for any one of these charities. And everyone there's a special story behind every one of these. It's been very rewarding. Okay. And now I think we'll let Lindsay take over and share a little bit about how the Giving Circle works.
Okay, welcome, ladies. So how the Giving Circle works. Members nominate local charities. So any member can nominate a local charity. Oops, Christine, I've lost the
Oh, did it disappear? Okay.
slide.
Is it back?
Yep, back now.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a vetting committee, so they vet the charities against our chapter guidelines. And three charities are randomly selected to present at each Giving Circle. Each charity is given 5 minutes to give us a presentation of their immediate need. And that's followed by 3 minutes of question and answers. The voting, after the three charities have presented, members who are in good standing, so they've been paying their $100 3 times a year, are able to vote for the charity whose need resonated with them the most during the presentations. And we have voting cards that are provided when they arrive at the meeting. And the charity, we tally up the voting cards, and the charity with the most votes receives the entire collection, the collective donation of $10,000 plus. And each member sends that $100 directly to the charity on the night of the Giving Circle or in the couple of days afterwards, because some people don't, like myself, can't do it on the night on their phone. So I usually do it the next day. But there is a donation link, or they can pay by check, but we don't have many people who pay by check. It's mostly through the donation link with a credit card. So save the dates. It's saying there with the little arrows there, 2026. Our Giving Circles are March 11th, June 10th, and November 12th.
Excellent.
Next.
I'll move ahead.
Yeah. So charity nomination process, who can nominate? as I said in the last slide, members in good standing can nominate any local Mississauga charity that has an immediate need for funds. And members can nominate more than one charity. If you have like three favourite charities, then you can nominate all three as long as they are eligible. So charities must be Canadian. They must be based in Mississauga and serve the Mississauga community. They must have a charitable registration number. They must be able to issue a tax receipt for each individual donation. They must have an immediate specific need for the donation, and they must ensure that 100% of our donation be applied to that need that they give the presentation on. And they must agree not to add donors to their email lists, and they must have a direct donation link either on their website or through Canada Helps. So again, key dates for our winter. Um, oh yeah. Okay, so most of these dates have passed though. We opened our charity nominations on January 27th, and the charity nominations close actually next week on February the 9th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, nice.
Charity and then our vetting team get to work and they have to check that the charities all are eligible. So that happens between February 12th and the 25th. And then the random wheel selection, it's like a pie chart that spins around and three charities are randomly selected. That's going to be done on February 27th. And then we have our March Giving Circle on the 11th of March, and it runs from 7:30 to 8:30. And it's just a wonderful thing to be a part of. Next slide. Current nominations. Okay, nominations that we've received to date for this coming Giving Circle. There's 29 nominations for 23 different charities. So if multiple members nominate the same charity, then they get an extra, they get as many slices of the pie chart as they are nominated for. So if four members nominate the same charity, they get four pieces of pie. If it's one person who nominates the charity, it gets one little piece of pie. So it just increases the odds of that charity being selected for the Giving Circle presentations. So we have Acorn to Oak Youth Services, Angel Hair for Kids Mississauga, a Child's Voice Foundation. They have two nominations. Blooming Boulevards, Breakfast with Santa Foundation, Community Living Mississauga, Creative Hub 1352. Oh, there's a few new ones. EcoSource Mississauga, Erin Oak Kids. My glasses aren't working strong enough. Fetch Release Dog Rescue. Oh, they have three nominations. Frog in Hand Productions Inc., Lady Ballers Centre, Compass Food Bank and Outreach has two nominations. Luso Canadian Charitable Society, Mind Forward Brain Injury Services, Mississauga Arts Council have two nominations. Music for Every Child, Our Place Peel, two nominations. Proactive Cops and Kids, Peel Chapter. Safe City Mississauga, Shining Lights Youth Charity, Trillium Health Partners Foundation, Twas the Bite Before Christmas Foundation, and Vita Centre. So, these are just 23 charities that are local to Mississauga that have been nominated. There are more out there, and I have learned so much about these charities over the last 4 years. Just, I didn't know they existed, but all doing wonderful work. So, do you want to nominate your favourite charity? Only members can nominate charities for consideration. So, if you have a favourite charity, you might want to consider joining us now, as those arrows say.
Yes, and I'll just let you know that this information with regard to 29 nominations for 23 charities, this was from Monday. Since Monday, I know that we've received nominations for two other charities brand new to us,
Yeah.
and a couple of renominations, like additional nominations for current charities. So our group is very busy and very committed behind the scenes, helping to make sure that these nominations come in, which is wonderful.
Great.
Okay, thank you so much, Lindsay. I'll just reiterate that volunteer-led, member-driven, and 100% of the donation goes to the charity. With that being said, we do have expenses that our charity incurs to run our meetings, our marketing material. We do, as I said, we have one paid freelance staff contractor who works for us. So, in order to pay those expenses, we have come up with a sponsorship program. And we are very, very lucky to have a robust and generous community who helps us with donations of funds and of in-kind donations. So these are just a few of the companies that have been supporting us. And I'll take you to the next slide. We are always looking for new sponsors, and our sponsorship cycle actually begins April 1st. So it is a great time if you know of an organization who is interested in supporting community groups who are doing great work in Mississauga. We'd love to talk to them. Our sponsorship packages range from $250 up to $2,500. And that is, most of those are for that one solid year. This table just shows the different perks that the different sponsored levels get. So we have title at 2,500, platinum, premier, signature, and then our community partner at $250. So if you know anyone that might be interested, we'd love to chat with them. We have a whole sponsor package, and we have a sponsor team that can answer any of their questions. So one of the things that we'd love to do is highlight our members. Our members, as you heard me say before, really drive our community. And we do have on our website a members tab that does show how to become a member, what the member commitment is, but it also highlights, we have a tab there that highlights our members. So these members that you see flashing on the screen, they've actually submitted an entry as to why they joined 100 Women or what they love about being a part of this community. And we do share a few member spotlights per month on our social media platforms. So you can check out information there as well. All right, we're coming to the end of the presentation. So I'll ask if anyone has any questions. In fact, I'm going to stop the share so I can see faces. Did that work? Did that stop or not? Okay. Okay, so I've stopped the share because we went through the presentation and we got to the point of Q&A. Oh, I see there is a question here in the, okay. Can a non-member nominate a charity? No, a non-member cannot nominate a charity. Our charities can only be nominated by our members in good standing. So that would mean anyone who is up to date on their quarterly donation to the chosen charity. Okay. What happens? I am a part of the vetting team. So often what happens is people will see our information online, and we always have the link available for our members to click on it and nominate. So sometimes non-members do nominate, and then we reach out to that person, that individual, and we explain that it's for members only. We invite them to become a member. And if for whatever reason they choose not to become a member, then the person who contacts them, there's usually one of three of us. One of us will take a look at that charity, and then we'll generally say, "Hey, let me nominate you." So Zara, if you do have a charity in mind and you're not ready to become a member yet, you can send an email to info@100womenwhocare.mississauga.com. I'll read that email, and then you can let me know about your charity. Okay. And I can perhaps push a nomination ahead for you.
Oh, thank you so much. That sounds interesting. Just for me to understand the whole process and to be able to, like it usually takes a little bit of, a belonging kind of thing that I was looking for. and
Yes.
hopefully there'll be a time when I'm ready to become a member.
Mhm.
But like you're saying, um, because the nomination ends soon, right?
It does. It ends on Monday, February the 9th.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
And
all right.
anyone who's on this call, if you're not ready to become a member yet, I would love to invite you to be my guest to come and see it in action. The Giving
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Circle, it's a 1 hour meeting, but it's
mm-hmm,
just so impactful.
mm-hmm,
We go through, if you like, we go through it very quickly, but it's very powerful. And we're very lucky this March. The Art Gallery of Missisauga, which is a charity themselves, have
mm-hmm,
volunteered, or graciously, I should say, donated their space. So we're holding our Giving Circle at the gallery. And there's 2 exhibits in there. So our members will be able to come in. We always offer drinks, tea, coffee, wine, and
okay.
we have light appetizers, we have desserts. So it's a very much a social event as well. With the main and most important objective being to hear from these 3 charities, ask questions, and vote
Mm-hmm.
right then and there. And we literally, once we turn off the screens for a couple of minutes while we're tallying the votes, and then we turn the screen back on when we have the total number, and then we're doing the presentation of the charity with the most votes. So it's all very exciting. And then we get on our phones, those who can, and some of us make donations right then and there that evening. So
Right. So
if you're
when
not,
is the
you
next in
come.
person? When is the
Yes.
next in person?
Yep. The next in-person event is on March the 11th.
Okay, all
Oh,
right.
yay, Amy, you're coming with Melissa. That's fantastic. And Amy just mentioned in the chat box that she's coming as a guest on the 11th with Melissa. We're so happy to have Melissa on our steering team. She actually just joined last fall, and she has a very critical role.
Mm,
She is the vetting the charities to make sure that they adhere to our guidelines. So it's a short window to get all of the information in and checked out and research and follow up. So she does an amazing job. She's super organized. You can share that with her, Amy. Let her know we were giving her kudos here on our call. All right. So we look forward to seeing you there. Yes, and for a couple of years, we were very lucky to have the Irish Club of Mississauga host us, and we loved that location, and we loved our friends at the Irish Club. We outgrew the space, and for the last couple of meetings, we were at River Grove, a nice big space, and then I happened to meet the executive director at the art gallery, and she said, "I'd love to have you here," and we thought, what an awesome idea. Lindsay and I went for the grand opening of the newest exhibit, and it was just a lovely space. And it's an extra little perk for our members.
great. Just to say, I just checked my calendar. I am available on March 11th, so I'll come. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, please.
What do I bring? Like, do I just
A
come or
smile.
a smile? Okay, that's not
So we
hard.
do we do ask that anyone who comes to our events
Mm-hmm,
registers.
mm-hmm.
If you, I'm not sure if I'm still sharing or not. If I bounce over to this tab, can you see?
No.
Okay, so let me just share my screen again. I'll just give you a quick tour of our website. It is just so awesome. Okay, so can you see the 100 Women Who Care website?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
So across the top, some of these tabs I was talking about earlier. Our membership tab has a drop-down list where you can click on Become a Member, and we have a little video we put together. We have buttons. You can join as a member of one individual person, or you can join as a team. So people who may not be in a position to donate $300 per year, you can join as a team, and you and your team combined can do the 300. And then down
Oh,
here,
okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then down here we have a list of all of our amazing member community. Um, But what I was going to show you was the meetings tab. If you click on the meetings tab, it lists all of our meetings. So we do have
Okay.
this meeting was tonight, and then
Mhm.
our giving circle. So we would just ask that you could please go to the meetings tab, click that read more button, and then there is a RSVP today button at the bottom that allows us to ensure we create a name tag for you, and that of course we order enough food for everyone who's coming. Again, we usually have between 90 and 100 people at our giving circle meetings.
Awesome. I look forward to it. Thank
Great.
you. Yes.
Let's go
And
back.
and so just one last question. So you said
Sure.
that we can join as a team as well. So
Yes.
even as a team is still the 100 three times a year?
If you're a team, the
Mm-hmm.
team combined needs to donate $300 per year. So,
Oh,
for
okay. All right.
example, we have a lot of teams. Actually, I think there's maybe 8 or 10 or more 2-person teams, and then the teams run it differently. Teams might go, "Oh, let's do 50-50," or
Mm-hmm.
I know one set of gals who's like, "I'll pay the 100 this time, you pay
Mm-hmm.
100 next time," and they just take turns. So, however
Okay.
your team wants to organize that,
Mm-hmm.
you would count as one member.
Yes.
Both of you, but one contributing member. So, for example, we have 148 contributing members, but we
Okay.
actually have about 168 people. Does that make sense? Because we have those
Yes.
teams. Yeah.
Yes. It
So
does
then,
make sense. Yeah.
yeah. So then what happens is together, you and your team would donate $100.
Mm-hmm.
Together, you and your team would get one vote.
Yes.
So when you
Mm-hmm.
come, you get one voting card for the both of you to decide together who
Mm-hmm.
that vote should go to. But as a 2-person team, you could both make nominations, if that makes
Also,
sense.
nominations can be done by both, but one vote. Okay. Makes
Yes.
sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, if anyone else has any questions, I'd be happy to answer those. Amy? Oh, yeah. Amy was the gal we were talking with. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, no, I have no questions. I'm super excited. And yeah, Melissa's great.
Yeah.
She has been talking about it to me since since she joined.
Uh,
And yeah, I'm really excited to come and be a part of it on the 11th.
yeah. And it's going to be super exciting because I always say, like, we always want to create an experience for our members. And usually it's just like really fun. It's lively. There's lots of chatting. We always have something little extra to make it a night out. And it's
Mm-hmm.
Right.
it's a fun night out. And then this giving circle, it'll be at the gallery. So if you have any kind of liking to art, um, it's a fun night. It's
That's great.
also an interesting exhibit. So
That's
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I look forward to meeting you on the 11th, Amy, and you as well,
Same.
Sarah. I hope you can make it out too. And ladies, if that is everything, we are done tonight. We are finished. Lindsay, did I forget anything?
No, I think you did a great job.
Thank you, Christine. I'm Zari.
Sorry.
So yeah, and I mean, I'm very, how do you say, like, very intrigued to hear about this model. And
Yes.
yeah, so I do have an organization. It's called Red Shawl Women's Community
Yes.
Organization, and we've been serving women in Mississauga. And
Mhm.
perhaps when I come on the 11th, I don't know if there is time on 11th or not, but another time maybe I can share more about the organization as well.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, but I look forward
Are
to
you a
coming
registered
and
charity?
pardon?
Red Shawl, a registered charity?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, we are. We are. And one of the things that we are, prioritizing this year is getting connected and collaborate and also I think that's why when I saw 100 Women Who Care Miss Saga, I mean, I was intrigued. And then like you were saying, so I've been following you guys on Instagram and so I'm so happy that I got to hear tonight's session and I look forward to seeing you. Thank you for
Excellent.
inviting me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you. Yeah.
Okay, ladies, have a really wonderful night and a great
Thank you.
weekend, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon then. All the best. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
You're
Thank
Bye.
you.
welcome, Amy. Thanks, Lindsay.
You're
Thanks, Lindsay, as
welcome.
well. Bye.
Bye.
And
Bye.
Welcome.
actually, Allison, nice to meet you. Or maybe she left.
Yeah, Allison's
left.
gone, but Amy's still here.
All right.
Bye,
Thank
folks.
you.
Bye.
Bye.